I think once you've landed your 180, you're gonna start learning how to roll away.
Well, I would hope so. Otherwise, you just don't. The 180 can't stop. That's for sure. All right, Carrie. Woo.
Oh boy.
What's the chances of you want to talk about a new trick? I don't know. Let's talk about 180s.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
What about frontside and backside? Which one do you like the most? And what's one thing about it that helps you get it done the best?
Okay, so as far as which one I like the most, I can't say.
Oh. They're just that fun.
It's just, as I've mentioned before, like this ability is kind of our palette. You know, these are our colors. Like a front 180 is like red, and like a back 180 is like blue. So it's about how you paint the world, you know? So it's like, I think each one has its placement. You know?
Yeah.
So
it's got a flavor to it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And you want to add different flavors every once in a while to every bit of it. So our flavor today, of course, like we're saying, we're talking about the 180. That is when you're going to utilize the ollie and turn your body a complete 180 degree, just like Harry did, and land the opposite direction. Now, let me say, should someone have to learn how to skate switch or backwards to get one of these done? Or is that something that just kind of comes along naturally?
I think you should practice doing it. I think once you've learned these tricks in your regular stance, I think you should force yourself to try to kind of like,
but I mean,
engineer the
yeah,
trick.
we definitely want to learn them switch or whatever. But I mean, like,
as far as
since you
learn
to roll away switch, because that's where you're going to be going. Is when you land, you're going to be rolling one fakie.
I think because there's a bit of being comfortable. You've heard this word before on this channel, comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Being comfortable on your board is so important.
But also being comfortable while being uncomfortable is where you learn, though. That's where you got to get into the real time learning process by experimenting and doing it over and over again. But let's just go ahead in the mindset. Is it something that you think that would be necessary to learn how to roll backwards, or is it just something that's going to be grown over your experience of learning the 180?
I think once you've landed your 180, you're gonna start learning how to roll away.
Well, I would hope so. Otherwise, you just don't. The 180 can't stop. That's for sure.
Whether you want to or not, it's gonna happen.
That's a stall by now.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
So let's start off with the frontside 180. I think that's pretty much going to be your first one you're going to learn. You would think, if you're going to learn.
It was mine.
So show me a frontside 180. How does that look for you? Okay. And what are you working in your mind and on your feet position when you do so?
My front 180s have been really weak recently. But what I can tell you about them is you kind of want to have a little bit of your toe dragging because you're pulling.
Okay. Okay.
You're doing a ollie while you rotate your body, doing this, and then riding away. Right. In order to achieve that, I believe that you hang your foot a little bit like that, and then a little bit of this. This is how I think about the trick. Like how you're going to do the trick is most likely going to be different. Yeah. And that's okay. I
think a really important thing to say right now before we get started in this, if you haven't ollied yet, that's going to probably damper this 180 a lot, don't you think?
I do believe so.
So well, I think the first thing you should do if you haven't ollied yet is to stop this video immediately, go back to episode 1. I'm telling episode 1, forever learning how to ollie, yes, and then come right back because we got it on pause. We're not going to leave you behind any session, so just return back as soon as you get that ollie down, and we're going to continue with this lovely 180.
Yeah. So let's see if I can not do a terrible front 180.
Let's do it.
So in order to do that, you want to bend your knees a little bit, rotate your shoulders as you pop your ollie. The inertia from you whipping your shoulders and pulling your feet up is going to turn your body around. Your feet are going to want to follow your shoulders, so kind of let that happen. You don't need a whole lot of energy, you just need enough to whip it around. Get yourself around.
Gotcha. Let's whip one around real quick. Let's see what that looks like.
That helps if you pop.
This one for sure. Right here is the 180. Okay. Now I noticed, like, you had your toes deep into this pocket here. Is that something you want to do, or would you be more flat-footed in your tail when you're going to try to pop this ollie 180?
Whatever you notice is subconscious.
Okay.
I'm not thinking about it at all.
Okay.
What I'm doing is I'm focusing on just making sure that my foot is here, so that when I am popping this ollie, I have lots of grab in my front foot. Because I believe the front foot is what's really controlling things. I could be wrong about this. Right. Again, like I don't like my front 180s, especially recently.
I've always found my back foot hip is what really controls a frontside 180, because you're whipping that hip around at the end. It's like a karate hi-ya at the end of it. It's not quite a like, no one's just rotating like slowly. They hock it half, like about a 45, and then they whip the rest of it around to get the rest of the 180. See there? There's that moment where you're like 45 degrees in the air, and then you whip the rest of it around. Is that found in the back of your hip, or is that more of your front foot doing that? And that's the question we want to make sure, because I think the whole opening up of the shoulders is a very important part. That's what we talked about in the ollie video, is you don't want to open your shoulders up, because when you open your shoulders up, there's going to be rotation. But now we want that rotation, right? Yes. So we do open the shoulders up. We do have the front foot working a little bit, because you want to get that knee up. You want to have it start to rotate. But I'm promising you, what I'm seeing right now is about 45 degrees in the air. You whip it around the rest of the way with your back foot hip. Right there. You see what I'm saying? There's that whip around stuck moment. You have to kind of, if you want a really good, crisp, quick, fast 180. Now you could try your
apex of your jump, you mean?
Yeah. Like when you're right at your pivot point, it seems like you got to whip it at the very end, you know? Yes, yeah. And I think that's a very key point about the frontside 180 compared to the backside 180. I have an issue with backside 180s. They do not look like a frontside 180. Mine looks like an ollie.
They don't feel like.
Mine looks like mine looks like an ollie until the second my wheels touch the ground, and I do this weird like backside revert that just irks the most awesome AMSR sound you'll ever hear in your life. So I think that's one of the most important things. You have to open your shoulder for sure, so you can rate that 180 ability, but then you whip it around with your hips to complete and close down your other side of your shoulder.
Yeah, and like I'm going through this thing that you'll probably go through a lot with some of your tricks. Now, like for example, I learned kickflip a bunch of different ways.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of different times.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm going through this again with my front 180s. Like because some of my techniques have changed, so I kind of have to relearn again. Yeah. You know?
Because you want a better snap. You want a more efficient pop.
Yeah.
So if you're going to continue the way you're learning, you're going to continue to want to adapt that to everything you learned before.
That's exactly why I came up with forever learning.
Exactly, and that's why I loved about this. There's something like, everyone can learn every step of the way.
Yeah.
Whether you're at the beginning where you were at one point where everything was mobbed and it was difficult and everything was, I'm hoping it lands, to now I know at a 90% chance everything's going to look good. It's going to roll away, but is it the cleanest I've ever done before? That's what we're trying to get to. The mastering of it, to where every time you do it 10 out of 10 times and they're all mastered. That's what we want. But you got to forever learn. Couple more frontside 180s. I'm sure we're going to get a good snap one, and where everyone's going to see that important snap moment where you're sending it around to get that final 90 degrees completed.
I'm going to consciously think about pushing down here before I pop my 180. Okay. So I'm going to kind of experiment right now. It's a little windy, but I'm not flipping the board, so it really shouldn't matter that much.
Not too much. There's not like shove it or anything. At all. No, at all.
Yeah. Because here's what I think happens there. Got the board pushing down here, which allows you to grab it better. Yeah. And that felt a lot smoother to me. Let me do a couple more like that. Okay. Again, I'm pushing down in this pocket before I pop my ollie. Gotcha. Kind of the entire time I have this pressure there, so that when I release, I go up. This is kind of happening
it's almost as if you're taking the technique from episode 2 about the shove it, where you're kind of frontside shoving it with that little scoop pocket, but instead of letting the board release from your feet, you're trying to release your feet from the board. You keep the board glued to your feet and you're rotating with the deck itself.
Yep.
That's very important to know.
Yep. I obviously didn't bother. Like, I just didn't do it.
That's that whip around. That's that whip around moment where at the very last part, you got to kind of like swoop it. Nice.
Yeah. Like, and you can tell that I did it there because it even did the little.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
There's lots of audio cues that you're gonna recognize when you're doing tricks. Like I think for like impossible, you want that scrape
that
sound,
scrape noise. That
you'll hear it. That you want the same thing for your your pressure flip and stuff like that. Like I only landed one of those in my life. The day is coming that I'm gonna learn those. Okay, I have to.
Well, forever learning.
For you. And by you, I mean me watching this back later.
Maybe later.
Because a lot of this, I'm also like taking count. Like I'm also learning from myself at the same time.
Yeah.
Every time I record myself, be it with Corey, and for the show or my solos,
Yeah. Which is okay.
Always.
Throw a plug real quick for your YouTube as well, in case someone wants to stop by in person and talk to you.
It's Smith Skateboarding. SMYTH SK8.
Yep.
On YouTube.
That's what it is. So if you guys want to check out some solo personal lessons with him, he is definitely someone who loves the flatland. He loves doing flips. He loves doing techniques. And he loves tips. So this is why this series is even here. So thank you, Carrie, for being a part of that and having such a great idea.
I do not edit those videos at all.
Nope.
I just hit record
and go.
And document the process.
And that's what the whole process. I think that's one of the great things about this show is we're just here documenting like it's real time with your homie, with your friend in a session, learning together and talking about what makes you able to do the trick you're doing so it looks so well.
I don't know. Do we want to talk about back 180s now?
We do want to talk about back 180s.
Do we want to like
what
push one of these off here right now?
No, but talk about back 180s first. We'll get the demonstrations later.
Okay. So back 180 was a thorn in my side. Backside tricks in general, kind of a thorn in my side, except for heel, backside heel for whatever reason. Just it just wants to work.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those tricks where you're already rotating it that direction and you just kind of follow.
Yeah, you just kind of learn how to use that to your advantage a little bit. Okay. So with the backside 180, this is my feet setup. I kind of do this a little bit. Again, it's the same concept. With my heel, I'm kind of grabbing the edge of the board because I'm pushing in, right? This is how I think about this, okay? This could be different for other people. But then also with here, I don't have it down, right? I still want here. I'm still pulling back.
Yeah.
And then again, it's for the same thing with the front 180s. You want a shoulder wind up, but instead of, I think it helps to like kind of open up a little bit and then close as you do your back 180.
Gotcha.
You want, again, we're just popping an ollie and letting that inertia carry us around when we whip our shoulders.
One thing I think, again, with the hip idea, when you frontside 180, your hip is allowed to kick outwards to create this whip around. With a backside 180, you have stiff legs in the air, the way that you're popping things, that your body doesn't whip around behind you as easily as it does in front of you. So there's a lot of that. You have to wind yourself up to kind of give that extra push to get around to that backside 180.
Yeah. And you do gotta jump. You do have to jump.
Yeah. And like I said, my 180s are not like it's a 180 in the air. Mine's like I just did an ollie and then by the time I touch the ground, I just whip it around at the end and roll away.
All right, let's see if I can demo some.
Why not?
Some decent ones.
Okay, yeah, just like that, kind of like that, yeah. And don't be afraid if you have to land on your nose and pivot around too to get it done. Just whatever it takes, get back on those four wheels.
Count counts, man.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up because you're not getting a full 180 right off the back.
I definitely want.
Don't worry if you.
That's what I want in my game. But I'm not there yet, and I'm.
But believe me, any fall is the fail. But at the same time, you can learn from that, and you don't beat yourself up because you did something sketchy. You know, like there's gonna be times your feet touch. There's gonna be times you kind of pivot around on your nose instead. Just survive. Sometimes you just gotta survive, especially when you're going down gaps and doing tricks.
Yeah.
If you got time and you got confidence to clean it up, do so.
Yep.
But otherwise, take some things as you know, you survived it today. We could do better tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm also actively doing that thing where I'm trying to push down here before I even pop.
Okay.
I'm kind of experimenting right now. I do this a lot. I try all kinds of different things. I know I should be consistent with what I normally do.
It's all good.
But I'm
believe me,
I'm forever learning. This is my process.
And when it gets to like things like hard flips and nollie 3 flips, you're always gonna be in a league by yourself because that's not happening in my books. And as much as I try, I'm gonna fail every one of them probably.
I'm gonna get you doing your hard flips. I'm gonna get you landing your hard flips.
I've landed a couple.
Landing hard flips off of your stairs and your gaps and all that other shit that you normally do.
I mean, you got the shove it in the last episode, so I believe you. We're forever learning together. All right, let's get some backside 180s again. Get some B-roll on that, and just look at the technique. You know, there it is, right there. Yep. And again, it's probably you're looking down more than you're looking out to where you're going. Yeah. That way you keep your eyes focused on the actual rotation and where you're landing, and not so much am I landing over or onto the next spot. But then you want to probably turn your head, obviously, when you do rotate out, because you don't know what's coming.
I'm still on.
That was some rest in peace late Mark Johnson stuff right there.
If I had a chiropractor,
that was pretty crazy. But that's part of it. You never know. He might learn how to do that on a mani pad next time, you know, because he's done one now.
Yeah.
That was a nice floater.
Okay, so I consciously was after not just thinking about that, but for the pop, I'm thinking about the tuck.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about how it looks with my feet, you know, pulled up. Visualization is so key, and I wasn't sure that was
Yes. And I think, like, you know, again, like I said, backside 180s, they're one of those ones where it's kind of nerve-wracking to throw your back towards something you don't see it's coming. And so that really makes it really hard. But with that technique of looking down, everything stops being about front or back. It's really about what you're going over and how you're doing them. And I mean, honestly, I do prefer frontside 180s over gaps or down things more than backside 180. Now, I love backside 180s when it comes to up a Euro gap or off a ramp or something like that. Definitely one of my go-to tricks on the hip. Nice.
Nice. To, like, fully rotate.
It's hard. It's hard to get that real.
It's really hard.
It's as hard as trying to do a frontside flip without a hard flip look, you know? When you do those like frontside flips where the board's completely just flat lateral and it comes back, it's almost impossible. Yeah. Like try doing it where it looks like a backside flip where it's just flat and leveled, you know what I'm saying? It's not a hard flip, it's like a kick flip that's been rotating a shove it. You're like, what is happening? That's not happening that way. Yeah, like a backside flip's like that, but you wouldn't do like a you know, a varial flip inside that with a hard flip look to it. You know?
But that is how I used to do my backside flips.
Like a hard flip style.
I always thought it was disgusting.
Yeah, it's
like, I don't like that.
It's disgusting on the level of sickness, not disgusting in the get that out of here. It's virus.
Like sickness, not like.
Yeah, it was sickness. No, it was sickness for sure. That's how you begin them ghetto birds or something like that. All right, well, one last backside 180, and then we'll give a couple of demonstrations off of this gap that we're here doing. That way you can see a little exampling, because nothing's more important than learning them on flat, but then taking them down something in the park or in the street is way much more credible, valuable, because that's what we're practicing for. We're practicing for the ability to do it wherever we want to and however we can. Friday.
Oh man, okay, so for the moment.
Yes, sir. We're gonna film a couple.
These are both tricks that I've never landed down a gap.
Not
There's
really.
a lot of those on this channel.
Well, yeah, because you do have a lot of technical tricks, a lot of flippy tricks, a lot of flippy
flip tricks.
Yeah, and I mean, you obviously learn the ollie, learn the shove, you learn the 180, and you pretty much put those in the back pocket as they're pretty much there, but they're not the most go-to tricks when you think about going down gaps and stuff. So you're not going to pull them everywhere and every time. But here we're going to do so because that's what we're learning today. We're learning 180s, and he's going to go ahead and try his best to get at least one of the 180s out of the way. Almost.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, don't forget the whip around. That whip around is very crucial.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to take it easy and like just do enough so that momentum is carried.
Right.
But I have to give enough momentum.
And I know that there's another auditorium that we went to. Nice, just recently. So I got a nice 180, big frontside 180 trick off of that big boy. I might throw that in this clip just for a little bonus at the end. But we'll see about that. But I'll definitely get a couple 180s off this as well, because I don't want Carrie being the only one sacrificing. Uh-oh.
I am not 100% sure.
You got one good snap and rip around.
I just hesitated.
Yeah, one good snap, rip around. I promise you, this is the one.
Again, you've heard me say it before. Like, I'm a perfectionist. I have a vision in my mind. Even if I land this trick, there's a good chance I'm not even going to be satisfied with it.
Yep.
But I'm also trying to be more gentle with myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm real critical of myself.
Yeah. But that's what the good thing about it. We're trying to do this together as a partnership. That way we're not losing our focus. Our focus isn't about whether we land the trick or not. It's about learning to build off of our tricks. There. Okay. Now, of course, little hand on the ground, but it's all good. It's the next step towards being the one we want.
I mean, that's more progress with that than I've ever made.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's not a win, it's just a win. When is it going down? Yep, this is the one right here, I bet you 100%. Because that pop and that spin is looking perfect.
It feels good.
It looks great.
It feels good.
And that's the thing about it. We want to make sure that everyone's learning throughout the process, no matter what stage you're at, because we want everyone to have that feel-good moment. You don't want to have injuries. You don't want to have letdowns or doubts. We just want to be motivating to keep pressing the progress. All right,
I think I was just leaning too far back.
Too far back on that one.
But on the land, not on the takeoff.
Right. No, I mean, it's coming together swammy. Just absolutely perfect. Oh, that looked good.
I mean, there's some heel.
That's all right.
But I don't know.
Again, for our channel having so many NVDs by Carrie here, I mean, you got to have a thumbs up or something like that here, because this is what we're here for. And right, always support when someone gets something done, because you never know what their next motivational step up could be.
Here's the real battle.
Yeah, this is one of the ones where, again, just
I'm looking forward to this. Not
my favorite trick overall down gaps, but they're doable. Okay. I mean, that was at least 100 degrees right there.
Feeling it out is going to be probably a majority of the time.
Yeah, and it's a real up-down game here. Because again, it's not a rotation where you rotate as quickly as you do a front side. It rotates very, very slowly, and you got to have that up-down mentality. It can't be too much of a wall ride in the air as you're rotating. And it's okay if we don't make it today. It's not a. Okay, that was it. All right, yeah, whip that one around. That was it.
I think if I make myself stay on top of it, I think the rotation will carry through.
Okay, yeah.
I think.
We're getting lots of support. We got fans out here. How you doing today?
Hi.
Hey. So we're out here filming. That just proves how live we are here. We're doing this in real time, in real spots. Oh, that was the one. and the community is enjoying this idea. Yeah, we're over here having a good day. Thank you. Yeah, we're having a good time. We're teaching how to skateboard.
Sorry.
We're teaching how to skateboard.
Sorry, I don't know English.
That's okay, you're doing great. Oh yeah, we're doing great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Yeah, we're having fun.
Good.
Oh yeah. Let's see if he gets it right here. Oh, that was close. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day, okay? Be blessed. So close. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, have fun. We will. That's what I'm saying. We're in here supporting it all. I mean, everybody in the world loves skateboarding, and that's what we're talking about. Oh, so close. That's the one. I could set up the camera if you want me to. I could join up, get that session together with you.
On you, bro.
I'm down.
What time are we working with?
We got 20.
Time right now, but
Yeah, 26 right now.
Okay.
We're looking good. We got plenty of time. Yeah, we're trying to keep these guys in nice little 30-minute chunks. This way we're not missing anything. We're not overdoing it. And again, we're just trying to keep it positive, keep it going, keep people happy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this back one is that big.
It's all right.
It's not really big. It's connected to it.
I got you. Oh, that would have been it. That was almost it. Let me jump up in here with you real quick and see what happens.
Huh?
Let me jump up in here real quick, see if I can get a 180 with you. I'll start off with my front side, of course. Let's see what happens. Hopefully the camera doesn't pull over while I'm manning it. We've already explained it. I love frontside 180s, so I'm not worried about that. The backside 180s.
Oh, man.
Nice. That's what I mean by that lovely screechy noise that I just so much love. Hey. It's kind of like a ASMR sound that helps bring that lovely nostalgic sounding to it. Now there's one last thing before we get too crazy into it. Now when you come down to 180s, do you think fakie and switch and nollie, are those something that's going to be something we should cover in this 180 video, or should we continue to break that down into different sections?
I think when we do the nollie and all that kind of stuff, I think we incorporate those tricks in there.
Okay, fair enough. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, let's see who gets the first backside 180, and then we'll go ahead and close it on up. Secondary cylinder over here. Yeah, you gotta kind of gap those bricks so they steal your ollie away.
Yeah.
get one good rolling one as well, and then we'll break it on down. But obviously, like we've always said, it's a different thing to sit here and practice all these lovely tricks, hey, on flat ground and landing it in at the end of the video. Carrie's pumped, she's pumped, we're all pumped. Pound it.
Oh, yes,
right there.
dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
I never thought.
Well,
I never thought I'd ever land a back 180 off of
now
anything.
you're living the dream. So just for that sake.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. So overall, again, we pretty much bust down the foot position. Obviously, again, if you were going to do a frontside 180, your feet position would be like this. Okay, and if you're doing a backside 180, we'd probably get a little bit more on the other opposite side like this. And you want to keep practicing them on the flat land, obviously, until you get them pretty well down. But doing it down gaps, as we've always explained, has become a variety of problems you have to solve while doing it live. And again, I think the most important keys of a 180 again is opening or closing your shoulders when it comes to whatever you're doing, the backside or the front side, utilizing your back foot to scoop that board around and get it to whip around. For front side, utilizing your hip, and for backside, utilizing the back foot pressure to really rip it around. And depending on how you land it, it could be anything from in the air straight down, or you can whip around like a revert and kind of swoop it around at the very end, kind of like that.
I'm still trying all kinds of things. Like I'm gonna keep working at this. Like,
and there's always things we can come across later that we can make smaller episodes about, or new tips and pointers that maybe that missed out on this episode itself.
I've already got the name for it.
And bring it right out.
Yeah, I've already got that.
I'm excited. I'm excited. So is there anything else you want to add into our lovely Forever Learning 180 episode about the 180 technique or position? Again, you could do it anywhere in the grass to practice first. You can always do it in the sidewalk crack to get you started off, and then you can do it off of benches, kind of like something that's going to be a little high, like a sidewalk or something like that. Just give yourself more practice jumping on and off something.
Yeah.
But overall, the position, the shoulder opening, things like this are very key things about the 180 and your hips.
At the end of the day, whatever gets your body around and back on that board safely is all that's really going to matter.
Right.
Some of these techniques, they do transfer, even though like the foot setup might be a little bit different. Opening your shoulders, you know, for that rotation, that's universal. That's you need that. That is essential. Same for the back 180. It's essential. You're not gonna do those tricks without it. I mean, you can force it with your hips, yes, absolutely, but like these techniques, and even with Corey talking about the hips thing, like maybe that's something that I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna work on more, put more intention in whipping my hips as opposed to whipping my shoulders, you know, and then seeing what I find there. Because I do need to learn how to control, you know, my lower half versus, you know, my upper half.
That's a very important thing too. Both halves have to be engaged to get this to fully rotate the right way.
You need it for like front boards. Mm-hmm. You need it for your lips and stuff like that. Like, you need it for all those types of tricks.
You got to be engaged everywhere about your body to get this down. Anything else you want to add in before we go ahead and exit out of this lovely Forever 180 thing about anything about the 180?
Yeah, I mean, you got to follow through. You know, follow through, keep working on them. Try all kinds of different things. They can be frustrating. They are a simple trick. They are one of the basics, but yeah, you gotta learn them. You do have to learn them.
Because once you learn a 180, two of those 180s make a 360, which is a really cool thing we can discuss later on in life. But another thing that helps out is to 360 right back to another good video like this. You want to hit that subscribe button and you want to hit that like so that more of these videos pop up more often on your page, your homepage, when we drop these newer videos, so that we can get to the hard flip video that Carrie so desperately deserves to go ahead and continue to process, because these hard flips are looking not as hard as they should be, but he's doing that. But to make sure you guys are back with us every time that we have another episode out, you want to hit that subscribe button, you want to hit that like, and you want to let us know in the comments below, what should we be discussing next time? Is it kick flips? Is it the hard flip? Is it grinds? Is it transitions? Is it dropping in? Let us know so we can forever learn with you and get you into the session you need to find the tips you need to be able to land that issue better. Okay, that's all that good stuff right there and more coming up in future episodes of Forever Learning. So from that point, I think we're all going to have one last trick from Carrie. And we're going to go ahead and say thank you so much for subscribing in.
If you liked it, you know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subby, do them shares, you know, tell your friends. What are you forever learning? Let us know in the comments.
Yep, and everybody, thank you so much for always joining in. If you watched the whole video, we appreciate it deeply. And we'll see you next time at Forever Learning here at Ranger Skate Academy. Me and Carrie are out. Have a great day.
Peace.